it's a monumental day here.
I don't know.
WinDailySports.com. The monumental day. WinDailySports.com.
Yeah.
NBA playoff DFS preview show. Going to be a short stream because there's a little hockey action that my man Ghost is going to be checking out today. So we got to do it early and we got to get it done a little bit quickly. But just soak this in, everybody. Soak this in. It is a hatless Ghost. This is the first time I have ever been on a stream where Ghost has not worn a hat. Unbelievable. Trying to look good, I guess, before you go out to the game, aren't you?
Always.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, hello. How is everyone doing? WinDailySports.com. Playoffs tonight. 2 games, elimination games.
Great games. Great games coming up tonight.
I guess. I'm not excited
You're
about it. I'm
you're
really
already
not.
defeated before the Sixers even take the court.
Because, look, this is a vicious cycle, all right? I get my hopes up. I think they're going to win, and then they come crashing down in the fourth quarter. I can't do this. I can't do it.
I don't know. Is Doc going to play Tyrese
They
and Shake
better-
Milton and George Hill? Like,
No. He better keep in his starters, except for Joel, because he can't.
he's going to play 40 minutes tonight.
Joel?
Oh, yeah.
Joel's going to play 40 minutes
Yeah.
on a torn meniscus.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid,
Yeah.
a 7-foot, 280-pound center for over
Yeah.
40 minutes on a torn meniscus.
Correct.
Okay, so I hear that. I'm going to bring this up and then immediately just put Joel Embiid.
Correct.
Okay.
That's where it starts. Like, you have to.
Bro, the season's on the line. Their franchise is on the line. Like, what do you do if you lose this
Your
game?
franchise is on the line. Get my act together. It's tough. It's tough to get it together. I'm not shook.
What do you
Since
What do
Wednesday.
you do if the Sixers lose this game? You got to blow things up. You
Gotta
can't
blow
keep
it up.
going.
Well, you keep Embiid, but everybody else.
But you
See,
can't.
Ben.
You can't. That's what I'm saying.
See Tobias.
Their franchise is on the line right now. B's going out there dropping 40 and 15 easily.
Okay. Does that mean
He's playing 40
Tobias actually shows up one of these games?
Like, I'm not playing him on DK, that's for sure.
Play him on
Look,
FanDuel?
the other guy I'm starting with is I'll let you guys choose. One of thanks, man.
Little beauty. Got a good head of lettuce.
Thanks, bro. That's a hockey term. I love it, man. That was impressive. I was
Look,
really
man, when you have the hockey hair like I do,
expecting that.
Yeah.
That was well played. Wow.
Dog, I don't
Doc
know if
coaching
Doc
for
is
his
coaching
job
for his
tonight.
job because Maury was
No,
the one
they'll
that
give him
hired
another
him.
crack at it. They'll give him
But
another
with
crack at it.
They
but-
gave this team is currently constructed that many like they gave him another head coach. They gave them shooting. They gave them everything, and this was it. This was the season.
If
and if it doesn't work,
if
out.
anything, I think Maury takes over the team.
Even more.
Yeah, even more so. Like, I really do think that Daryl Morey just ends up running the ship. I think it's going to be higher up than Doc.
Yeah.
But
I
anyways,
completely-
hopefully we don't have to get there because
We will though.
man, you're already defeated before they take the court. That's killer.
Like, all right, what are the chances they come out like really flat?
0. Your season's on the line.
Yeah,
Philly
but
loses, they could trade some
but
guys
they're-
to OKC.
But this Sixers team, it's all mental. Like, that's the problem I have with it. If it was physical, I would be able to, look at this game much more clearly. But since it's all mental, the Sixers side of things is 100% all mental. And I don't know
agree.
what to make of that. I truly don't know what to make of that. If
I
it
agree,
was
but
something physical, then I could see it. I could see it with my eyes and very clearly know like what's wrong. But since it's mental, I don't know what night they're going to have. I don't know if they're going to show up first half again and play horrible in the second half, or they're just not going to show up for the game. I don't know. This team is all mental, and I just don't know how they're going to react after what was a really poor game 5. That was a poor loss.
I think they win. I think they come out and win.
I love everybody's trying to hype me up. I love you. This is amazing. I don't know if it's working, but thank you. I truly appreciate it. Seth Curry drops 45. Is Seth Curry in the lineup?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
DFS. Now, is there?
I mean,
but do you get into a little bit of a
last
problem that everybody might be like on the Seth Curry train now? after.
Well, that's exactly it, right? So that's what I was about to talk about, is that we were slate ahead of everybody, right? So Seth Curry was in the core yesterday. He was in the core of the slate before that. He was in the core of the slate before that. And we've been riding the Seth Curry train throughout the entire second round, where it's been really benefiting us. And he's come in, under 15% owned, which is the equivalent of 1% owned on a slate in January. So, he's coming in under 15% owned every single slate. And now people are going to see what he did last game, and now everyone's going to play Seth Curry. But it doesn't change the fact, like, all the reasons why I've been saying he's such a good play for the first 5 games don't just magically go out the window because everyone else is playing him. Like, all it means is that we were
Everybody
on it
found
5
it,
games
right.
before everybody else, right?
Everybody found the secret, basically.
That's what it is. I'm not going to change.
It's like everybody
just
found that
because everyone's playing them.
indie band. It's like not the indie band didn't change your sound. They're great.
Yeah,
because
like
everybody
the
found it,
mu-
and
the music didn't change. The quality of music didn't change. The lead singer didn't change. It's just if everyone likes them now, everyone likes them. It doesn't change my taste in music, right? So same kind of thing here. I'm going with Seth, and then the third player that you need to put in is only one. I can't emphasize this enough. One. Don't get too hyped. Don't one of Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, or Paul George. One. It's easy to click 2 out of 3, but then you're playing a bunch of guys.
Are we worried about Donovan
tonight.
Mitchell's injury at all?
So that's exactly why I want to play him tonight. Exactly why. Mike Conley's coming back.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, "Oh, Mike Conley's coming back." Okay, relax. It's not Steph Curry coming back.
Oh, yeah. I get that.
And then no, I'm saying I never say relax to you. I'm saying like to.
Oh no, I know
saying
to them, but no, for sure.
Yeah, everyone's saying like Mike Conley's coming back. Okay,
it doesn't take away anything from
Mike Conley's not going to go out there and take 25 shots. Like
dominate the ball
and 25 shots. Like
exactly.
And now everyone's worried about this ankle. Donovan Mitchell. Actually, I'm not even going to say it. Go look up what injury he had in games 4, 5, 6, and 7 against Denver in the bubble. Spoiler alert. Same injury he has now.
I can't believe you
didn't stop him from dropping 50 plus every single game against Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
This is it. Every time he literally quoted himself from the bubble saying, "Do you guys remember saying that we'll be back?" Like, this guy lives for these moments. In LA, game 6.
Yeah.
Paul George just cooked them. No Kawhi. Like, it's really, really interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I still can't make up my mind. We have 2 hours to lock. But Donovan Mitchell tonight is really, really interesting. I'll just keep saying that over and over again. If you're playing Trae, well, you got to hope that first game. I don't even want to say you got to hope that first game goes bonkers. You got to hope that the second game doesn't go as bonkers, right?
Yeah.
So you got to hope that Trae's going back and forth with Bede. They're taking Simmons off the court. But again, what did Trae need to get going in that last game? You needed Ben, and then he came off the court, and then Trae Young went nuclear.
Yeah.
Right? So, but it's Trae Young in the A, game 6, series clincher.
And they need to win this one.
That's a lot of heat.
As much as the Sixers do, I think the Hawks will not want to go back to Philadelphia.
They don't, right?
They need to close it now.
It's another good angle to play that at. And then you have Paul George. Well, you just saw what he did last game, and Kawhi's not coming back anytime soon. I don't really have to go further than that. So one of the 3 of those guys, I could make a 30-minute case and longer for any single one of them. You got to get one of them with Bede.
So where, what did you see from the Clippers last game that kind of, because obviously the Kawhi Leonard injury changes things and we went to the Clippers for a lot of value. Did anything change after that last game? Like, what did you see?
Nothing one bit.
In the rotation? Okay.
So that's how I'm rounding out the core. It's one of Mitchell, Trae, or Paul George with Joel Embiid. Seth Curry is my mid-range.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to load up on this Clippers rotation. And again, kind of taking a victory lap from last slate. We said Terrence Mann is going to get a ton of minutes. He started. We didn't say that when lineups got confirmed. We said that at 5:30 Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
He went out there, played some crazy minutes. I said Zubac is going to play 4 minutes and get 4 fouls.
Mm-hmm.
Miraculously, he made it up to 7.5 minutes. right? So, but a lot of people played Zubac. All of a sudden, Zubac is not in foul trouble. Wrong. I'm not playing Zubac. Pat Bev and Terrence Mann were the guys that I put in the same category. Terrence Mann started. I said Terrence Mann is going to get clutch minutes. It's exactly what he got. You have Morris and Batum together, and then you have the pure scorers with Reggie Jackson and Luke Kennard. Well, Reggie Jackson's shot was dropping last game, so they didn't need Luke Kennard, which is exactly what we said. Nothing has changed since game 5.
Yeah.
So for me, it's the same categories. You got Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, Morris and Batum together, and then you have Terrence Mann and Beverly. The issue is, while everyone was circling around that and playing Zubac, we knew exactly where we were going. But now, seeing that we know the starting lineup, or at least anticipate it's going to be the same as last game, all these people kind of get a feel. Same thing with Seth Curry. People kind of get a feel of where you're going, right? So you got to get different a little bit, but you need at least 2 Clippers tonight, excluding Paul George. So if you're playing Paul George over Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young as your second stud alongside Joel Embiid, you still need 2 Clippers in your lineup, because this rotation is going to be tighter than ever. Same situation as Atlanta. They don't want to go back to Philly. LA does not want to go back to Utah for game 7.
Yes, for sure.
So they got it at home. They have them right where they want them. This is the game for LA to win. So you got to load up on this Clippers rotation, because they're not going to quit until the last minute of this game. If they're down by 20, that's when they'll pull people. But
yeah,
look, the last game, like the game where Kawhi got injured, and I was even sitting on the couch, I was like, man, why is Kawhi in this game? Why is Kawhi in this game? They're up by 20. Why is Kawhi in this game? And he tweaked his knee. They don't care. They need to be able to have guys out there, because their rotation is as thin as ever. So
yeah,
I'm loading up on the Clippers, and you have ample room to be able to get these guys. Reggie Jackson, 52. Morris, 51. Batum, 49. Look how much salary you have left. All of those guys are under the threshold. So you can dip into that 6K range. The Bogdanoviches, the Boyan, not Bogdan. Boyan Bogdanovic. You could dip into John Collins. You could go that route again, right? So you're not completely sacrificing your lineup because you have Terrence Mann at almost a stone cold minimum.
There we go. That's
the route I'm taking.
And then Zubac to round it out, right? I'm sorry. That lineup: Jackson, Mitchell, Cord, Collins, Embiid, Lou Will, Batum, Curry. Lou Will's the interesting one there.
Yeah, I'm taking Mann over Lou Will.
Yeah,
all day. I get it. Lou Will played some good minutes for them last game, but you got to think that's when they were down by 22 because they thought the game was over.
Yep.
They could say whatever they want. I could see Trae Young in a post-game presser saying, "Oh, we never quit this, that." No, stop. They thought that game was over. That's why Lou Will played as many minutes as he did. And he played great. Don't get me wrong. He played phenomenal. But you got to think it's game 6 in Atlanta. They're going to want to close it out. You're going to see 40 to 44 minutes of Trae Young tonight.
All right, we got a second lineup. This one from Jon Jansen, Mitchell, Curry, Batum, Bogdanovic, Embiid, Mans, Collins, Korkmaz.
You know, you got to backload your lineups. You got Clippers, Utah guys in your first 5 slots, and you have early guys in your utility. What are you doing, man? What are you doing to me?
I don't know.
What are you doing? Okay. It's a good lineup, right? So you got to think, does Cork get even more minutes tonight? Does Cork see the floor even more?
The rotation, all Doc said it was going to be thin. Like
it's going to be thin.
Yeah.
And you know what? One guy I want to mention. One guy. If there's a guy you're taking a flyer on, it's your guy. Actually, no, it's Tony's guy.
Maxey?
No.
Oh.
No, we just said that the rotation is going to be thin.
Shake?
No.
Ben?
No. Off the bench.
Matisse is going to get a ton of run tonight.
Whoa! Matisse!
Okay, so picture this. Okay, so this is like really, really large field, way out of left field. Is he going to be in my main lineup? Absolutely not. Insert Wolf of Wall Street GIF where there's a word in it where I can't say because it's a family show. If you don't know what it is, look up the GIF. It's one of the ones I use the most. But
I'm not
absolutely not. Is he going to be in my main lineup? But let me paint you a picture. Sixers go up.
Mm-hmm.
By what? 15? 10? 15?
Whatever. They can go
20?
up by 40 and they'll still lose.
Okay, what is this negativity already?
I'm
they
sorry.
haven't even taken the court.
I'm sorry.
They need a wing defender. You could take Cork off, insert Matisse. You could take Ben off, insert Matisse. He's that guy that they need on D. So Philly gets up in this game, which I think they will. Mm-hmm. Matisse getting extra run. Don't be surprised if we see extra Matisse tonight. Don't be surprised.
What's that sound coming from where you're at? Because it sounds like noises I'd hear from I've been playing Resident Evil 7, and that's
a train. It's a train.
It sounds
right
like
by the train station.
It's sounds like one of those noises when you're about to turn a corner in a scary movie, and they just do
oh my god! Yeah, I know it's the train. It's literally right by my condo. No more negative Nancy. Yeah, Big T, tell him, bro. Sixers win by. I'll use like on the sports book, you could take
alternate
an interval,
Yeah.
I'll say Sixers win by 5-10. That's the interval that I would take tonight. They always the intervals go in 5s up until 20.
So
I would say 5-10 they win.
So as we wrap this up, then I'll leave you and you can answer this for the final question. If you had to bet one of the games tonight,
Utah minus 1.5.
That's the one I would go with. I think
Utah's
going to spank
Conley coming back.
They're going to spank them.
Which is why I got at 1.5.
And Paul George can't repeat that performance again. We saw Kevin Durant not be able to repeat his performance, and he still did well. Paul George, no way. No way.
We got at 1.5 because we got the tools at windailysports.com.
The tools.
The tools like no other. I saw Conley was in. I jumped on Jazz minus 1.5. Jazz minus 1.5. Conley's back. And is Marcus Morris going to shoot 7 for 8 again from deep? You got to think. And the Clippers squeaked out a win. Donovan Mitchell took less than 10 shots before half.
Man's going to take
30 shots tonight. Man's going to take 30 shots tonight. He was 4 for 9 at the half.
Yeah, it's not good.
Man's going to take 30 shots tonight. No more dishing the rock to Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal took 12 shots last game. 12.
That's not good.
So give me the Jazz minus 1.5. And that's my free bet because it's on the site. And I've been talking about it for the past minute.
Look at you.
Jazz minus 1.5.
I would rather lean Jazz over the Sixers. Not over, yes. But I would rather lean that bet. I feel more confident in the Jazz than I do the Sixers right now.
And the reason why is because, number one, I think
the Clippers are depleted.
Yeah, it's that.
And Utah's, they're getting Conley back.
What would be the worst case scenario for Philadelphia tonight? What would need to happen if you, right? So knock on wood. If he leaves, Sixers are cooked.
Yeah.
If Conley leaves, Utah wins by 5 instead of 10.
Right.
So be it. Right. So that's the situation where I ended up saying, I'm not touching the Philly game. If you have a lean on it, I do take the Philly side. I think they get it done.
I hope
not
so. Not
as negative. I hope Chuck don't pick the. Yeah. Yeah. The man's 1 in 16 in his quote-unquote locks. It's tough.
Brutal.
It's really tough. So, yeah, hopefully he doesn't take the Sixers. Yeah. You got to factor that into your betting decision.
I guess. Go Sixers.
I'm taking the Sixers spread. I'm taking Utah spread. I think both favorites get it done tonight.
I would lean both of those. The one I feel confident in, though.
Heavy favorites in these series. Don't forget, we can't just look at recent events. These guys were heavy favorites coming into these series, and that's what I wrote about today.
And the Sixers one is if we're going all the stuff, the physical stuff, I mean, they're a better team. They're for sure just more talented. They play like it. It's the mental part of the game that it's just hard. That's hard to bet on because the mental game is so unknown.
And it's also not, that's exactly what I was about to say. That's not immeasurable, right? We can talk about stats all we want.
Yes.
Whether you have the it factor, whether you have that Kevin Durant, I'm going to go play 48 minutes and drop 49, 17, and 10 factor, put his skill aside, that's something you can't measure that. You can't tell whether someone has that or not until you see them do it. So until we see Philadelphia either choke again tonight or win this game, we won't know if they could win big games with this group. Yeah. There's only one way to find out.
We'll find out tonight. Game 6, Sixers, Hawks, and also Game 6, Jazz, Clippers. Both elimination games. So we hopefully some 2 Game 7s. That would be fun. I'd have a good time.
2 Game 7s on Sunday, Game 7 on Saturday.
Oh, beautiful.
And then we get to see the Phoenix Suns cruise to the NBA Finals.
They're going to win the NBA Finals, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. WinDailySports.com NBA playoff DFS preview. We got to go because my man Ghost, he's not wearing a hat for a reason. He looks all good and nice and dressed up for a reason. You're going to the game or you're just hanging out?
No, I would have to sell multiple organs to be able to go to the game tonight.
You have plenty of organs. You can sell a few away.
I don't know. 3,500 fans. 3,500 fans at the Bell Center tonight.
But so you're still hanging out though, and
I am absolutely. The
nice.
boys and I are getting together. Things are finally opening up here in Montreal.
Some Molson beer, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be nice. Things are finally opening up here. Get to start seeing the boys again.
Have some fun,
nice,
man.
Thanks, bro.
So we got to go because of that. Ghost will still be in the chat helping you out, though. WinDailySports.com/chat. You can also check out his article. Also check out all the other articles over at Win Daily Sports. That's it for the NBA playoff DFS preview. Good luck tonight. We'll be back Monday, 6 o'clock. WinDailySports.com. Have a good weekend. And go Cabs. Is that what it is? Habs.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? Excuse me, what was that? One more time. You got to say it one more time.
I have to double that in French. Wait, we're not going to say it in French?
That's because at the end, like that's the last thing people are going to hear. What was that again?
Yeah. Allez les Canadiens.